Joe, Friday against this team, defense got back on track a little bit tonight. They were able to get to the rim quite a bit, offensive rebounding. What do you see from the defense tonight?
Yeah, they were able to spread us and drive us. And it's one of the best things that we do. And I think the difference was last game, obviously, they were down them hard, and they were on the second night of a back-to-back. And so tonight, I think they had more points in transition in the first half than they did in the entire game. And when you're not playing well defensively, that's on everybody. It's on the staff. It's on the coaches. It's on the players. So just got to continue to work at it.
You guys tried a couple of different things. Luke, kind of hedging off some guys. What is it going to take for the defense to get back on track a little bit?
Luke wasn't in hedge. It might have been a miscommunication in coverage, but it wasn't a hedge there. We showed a little zone, showed a little 15, showed a little 14. So, just got to do a better job. Got to do a better job coaching defense. Got to do a better job in our individual defense. Got to do a better job in our team defense.
Joe, a couple games ago, you mentioned inconsistencies when talking about the defense.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that, do you think that stems from more focus or effort? What are you seeing when you say?
I'd say a little bit of both. There's times where, we have an attention to detail on a scout, and we allow that tendency to beat you. Sometimes it's focus, sometimes it's effort. And so, again, when you're in those moments, you just, you have to, take a step back and get better at it. So.
Did you see any of those tonight, or was it more like you mentioned they had Nemhard?
It was a little bit of both, yeah. Like I said, they had more points in transition by halftime than they did in the whole game last time. So I would say it was our transition, it was our attention to detail, it was our individual defense.
Joe, what commonality do you see in these 4 out of the last 6 games you lost? Is it defensively specific?
No, it's a little bit of both. Yeah, I'd say it's an inconsistency on either one. I would say that's a couple games it was our offense, a couple games it was our defense. So I would say it's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm. Joe, how can you guys generate offense when you're not hitting threes?
Yeah, again, I thought we dribble drove and hit the paint. I mean, I would say there was probably situationally in the fourth quarter when we cut it to 5, there was probably 2 or 3 that I thought we could have got a better one on, but I thought we, drove the ball and the ball touched the paint, and I'd like to see where that was. So it's probably comes from turnovers and transition. But I thought we touched the paint a pretty decent amount and got kickouts, and if they're wide open, you got to shoot them. But you can generate them from forcing more turnovers, getting out in transition, but you got to get stops to do that.
And you didn't score in the 4-minute stretch of the fourth quarter after cutting it to 2. What happened there? And it just seemed like you guys were running out of gas in some of these games when you're trying to rally.
Yeah, like I said, I think in that stretch there was 2 shots that I thought we could have got better ones on, but I thought we just missed open shots. I thought we just missed them there, and then puts more pressure on your defense, and they took advantage of it on the offensive end.
Joe, I think with 4 minutes left, you sent a bunch of guys to the scorer's table, then timeout, put them back. What was the I
was ready to just get them out, and then we made one play, and they called a timeout, and the guys wanted more crack at it, so gave them one more crack at it, and then that was it.
And then as far as the getting back on track defensively, how tough is that to balance? Now you guys are in a pretty brutal schedule coming up here after the home game run save for a lot of games. How tough is that to kind of get everyone together where you're shorthanded and you're not going to have a lot of practice time here, it seems like?
I'm actually really excited about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. So,
Joe, that's back-to-back games where Jordan Walsh has gotten more extended minutes. Is there something about this matchup that you like for him? Is it just the defensive energy and kind of growth that he's shown to you? What are you seeing out of him?
I like Jordan a lot, but we were down 2 players. So I would say it's our health has presented that opportunity, and he's done a good job at it. But I would say the main reason is we've been down 2 guys, and but he's played well. I think he's earned that, and he'll continue to get cracks at it.
Joe, you guys seem to foul a lot more than usual in this game. It feels like that's a case of maybe being a little late on things. What was your view of why you guys were committing so many fouls?
Trying to force more turnovers, trying to be more active, trying to just be more disruptive, and I think that comes with it. But there's a couple of things that we need to work on, and forcing turnovers is one of them. And we just got to be more active, and that's going to lead to a little bit of moments of unsolidness, which hopefully creates turnovers. But tonight it didn't.
Last 2 out of the game. Jason looked like if you guys are staying in it, he was going to play the entire second, third, and fourth. Obviously you're down a couple of guys. Is there any kind of different urgency? What kind of led you to stick with him?
Just a little bit of both. I think it's important to try to find our rhythm on either end of the floor. We're down a couple ones, and it just presents moments. I think moments like that during the season, you look for, and kind of presented it.
And you talk when you guys are kind of at your best, stopping opponents' runs from becoming big runs. I felt like
Yeah.
they kind of did that tonight. What do you think made?
They did that. I mean, I thought they did that with their ability to get to the free throw line and their ability to score in transition. I would say those two things kind of led to that. Yeah.
Joe, Halliburton got into the paint at will, Maxey before him. Like, what can you guys do better to stop dribble penetration and guards getting into the paint? And
Yeah, we got to pay attention to the tendencies, number one, and we just have to know where we can help from, number two, and force more kickouts. More multiple efforts there. But it starts at the point of attack with our individual defense, and then moves to like our team defense off the ball, knowing where we can help.
Is that miscommunication or is that technique?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it starts with the tendency. We got to coach it better. And then we have to drill it better. And then I think it's time and score. It's knowing who you're guarding, where they're at, and the being in shifts and being able to do both. So it's everything. So 1 through 3. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.